So let's bring in the man, the myth, the legend, Julian Edelman, joining us here on Front Office Sports today. Hi, Julian.
How you guys doing?
We're doing great.
Nice to have you.
Yeah, we'll talk football and a bunch of other stuff here in just a second. Let's first talk about your partnership that you got right now with Unisom.
Yeah, I partnered up with Unisom because, with overall the next few couple weeks, I'll be giving these sleeper picks, right? And we all know how sleepless people get when they're thinking about their fantasy lineup or their team. So I wanted to partner with Unisom to help give some people some sleep aid with my sleeper picks. And you can go onto my Instagram. I'll be dropping them weekly. And I thought it would be just a really fun thing to do. Join the community of fantasy. I'm in like my third year now. I did play when I was a rookie once, had to get out, wasn't for money. But I did have insider trade info then. But I don't have those. I do have a lot of good sources. So tune in to my Instagram weekly for the sleeper picks with Unisom.
Love this.
Well, Julian, during your NFL career, you and your fellow Patriots left a lot of people with sleepless nights during the core of your dynasty. I want to ask about that because I've seen each of you, yourself, Gronk, Brady, Belichick, that are really paving your own lane post-Patriots dynasty. But we've also heard some comments that have led to wondering, is there a rift between like a Kraft and Belichick? Are you guys on good terms now? And when you look at the core of that Patriots dynasty?
I can only speak for myself. You forgot the McCourty twins. They're killing it. James White's out there doing Big Ten Network. We got a lot of guys out there. Brewski with ESPN. But for me individually, I'm on a good key with everyone, I think. We're all so busy and we're all kind of in our own little lane doing our own thing. You do get to keep up through social media and through little things here and there, but everyone's got their own life. We spent so much time together that like now we got to go spend time with like our family and stuff and and our new careers. So it's been really fun to see the huge amount of Patriots that are represented in the media game right now. And I think everyone's got their own little flair, so it's been fun.
Well, one of the other names in that dynasty is Mike Vrabel. Obviously, the Patriots' tenure for him is now beginning. I'm curious, Julian, what do you think about his tenure? How is it going to be in New England? And what do you sort of think the Mike Vrabel era is going to be like?
Well, I mean, it's starting off pretty well. They spent a bunch of money in the offseason with Elliott Wolf and Vrabes' assistants. I like Vrabes because he's a tough guy. He's played in the environment of New England. He's been in the whole Patriot way kind of thing, but also he's a player. So he's experienced it from a different direction, a different experience of it. He's a very accountable guy. He's a tough guy. He's played on all three sides of the ball. And he's also, he's got a resume. He took Tennessee Titans to the playoffs a whole bunch of times. They beat us as a number one seed, my last year with Tom. So that makes me a little disappointed. But, I'm excited for the team. Ultimately, with the addition of Josh McDaniels running the offense for Drake May, it's been exciting to watch them. But you do have to realize they had 4 wins last year. So you got to manage your expectations going, into this year. So I'm excited, though.
Yes, Julian, we've seen you involved in so many different areas. You talk about for the incredible Patriots dynasty of alum that are paving their own path. You've launched the Nut House. You've launched shows. You've been on broadcast. And it makes me wonder, as a college Hall of Famer that was the starting quarterback at Kent State, could we also see you possibly getting involved on the NIL side or just involved in Kent State football in any way?
I'm always semi-involved with Kent State football. They call back and we, to get a recruit here or there. I love Kent, and my road started through Kent, so I always have an appreciation for them. The NIL stuff, that's a wild west right now, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, you drive into Georgia and all these other schools. I mean, it looks like an NFL parking lot. You see Lambo, you see a Ferrari there. It's outrageous. But for me individually, getting into the NIL, I think there's definitely avenues where you could partner up with a lot of these young kids, and create a podcast with someone who's in the game. I would be more on that side of it. I think that would be real fun, incorporating a lot of these younger players to give them a platform to go out and, show who they are in a different kind of way other than an athlete, which, I personally think you always got to keep the main thing, and that's football. But, in this day and age, there's a lot of different verticals for these young athletes where they can go out and create something for themselves. Do have a live show next Thursday in Boston at MGM Grand in Fenway, which is like in the backyard of Fenway Park, which is going to be fun. It's going to be the Nut House live show with me and Rob Gronkowski. Got a bunch of fun special guests coming to the show, and it's just going to be a live podcast. So all these different verticals, like for these NIL kids, it'd be really cool to be able to share your knowledge of what I've learned over the years with a lot of these guys.
Yeah, and last thing I have for you, Julian, as your other half, Tom Brady, part of your dynamic duo, had a statue released, yes. And I know you took to social media to share your comments. What are your thoughts on Tom Brady's statue?
I mean, I think it's beautiful.
We think so too.
I could have seen it maybe about 60 feet higher. I would have saw a lot of bigger. I wanted like maybe the size of the stadium if they could, but I thought they got the face down. You see a lot of those statues. I mean, they
yes.
jack up a lot of these dudes' faces. I think that the bronze team did a well job with that. Gave him, if you notice, he's a little thicker. That's because he always wore the rib pads. So I thought they got the detail of that very well. And it was a fun day to watch through Instagram and the experience on all the New England social media teams. And no one deserves it more than Tom Brady. So it was an awesome day.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be great if you had one right next to him? Like you had a little statue right next to this giant Tom Brady statue?
Tom and Julian.
You know what they
just
should
like
do?
old
They should
times.
just make like a little bronze squirrel that's like running up his leg, and that's like I'm the squirrel. So
That's great.
I love that so much. Julian, thank you so very much for joining us. Julian Edelman, Patriots legend here on Front Office Sports Today. And don't go anywhere, guys. We got a lot more show head your way right after this quick break.